Hey guys, so I want to do another short video because I was looking at a YouTube stream yesterday and everybody was talking about the stage food shortage, and a lot of people were already in kind of a panic mode, talking about what items to get. One woman was even talking about she didn't know how to even cook rice. And by the way, it's 1 cup of water, 1 cup of rice, boil, bring to a boil, and then simmer and cover for 10-20 minutes. Anyway, I want to cover some basic items that if you have in your house can save you. All right. Now, looking at my stock up top, you see it's hundreds of snacks for kids, and it literally wraps all the way around and onto the other shelf. The next shelf is mostly typical staples that most people want to see. If it's something that you like to eat, then by all means stock on it. All right. Now, key in this stack is $60 worth of powdered butter, which is going to be really valuable really soon. In fact, all these items that I have purchased, these instant products for survival, are shooting up in price on Amazon as I speak. The next shelf is mostly canned. It's some canned sauces, canned meats, and pretty much all the condiments and side things that you can imagine that you will need. And, rows. Next shelf, all different cans of soups, vegetables, fruits, and again, pick the things that you actually want to eat. Below that, the entire shelf is all juices and peanut butter and jelly for kids. And again, it wraps around. Down below, I'm going to move this. These 4 cans were $150. They're probably over $200 now on Amazon. Instant eggs, scrambled eggs, which is a typical staple for most people in the morning, and regular eggs for the cake mixes and any bread you want to make. Now, this whole row goes back and pretty much takes up the back row, so there's over 100 pounds of flour, which are pretty much useless unless you have yeast, right? But in these times, if you're thinking in big bulk stock, again, and I hate to use the globalist Amazon, but you can order entire pounds of yeast. Now, I've got tons of, about 75 pounds of sugar. There's another bag there, and pounds more on top of the fridge. And I'm going to jump over here. This whole rack going all the way to the other side is all rice. Again, over 100 pounds of rice. This is a key. This is the number one item I would suggest for anyone. You can survive on rice. Now, just boiling rice, it's going to be pretty boring and you're going to get tired of it quick. But if you can add some scrambled eggs, some soy sauce, some oyster sauce, and maybe some scallions you're growing on your porch like I am, then all of a sudden it's something worth eating. Now, another item I want to point out that is unfamiliar to most people, but being a chef, I've got gallons of it. It's a butter substitute. It's an oil-based butter substitute that we use in restaurants. Anytime you see us using those flat top grills and we just brush it, the entire grill, that's what we're using. It does not need refrigeration, even after being opened. It keeps forever. And again, that item is soaring in price on Amazon. I got 3 gallons for, I think, $76 about a year ago, and now it's well over 100. Okay, another item I wanted to point out that isn't considered food stock, but is vital, and what's coming. And again, I bought just the most basic kit. It came in a kit on Amazon. Sorry, I think lens cap keeps getting in the way. This is a power pack, a power station, and a fold-out solar panel, 3 panels in one, that charge this. Let's open this up. It only takes a matter of hours in full sun to charge up the entire battery pack. And once it is charged, you can switch it over to AC and plug in lights, plug in whatever. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 USB ports. I've kept my aquarium running and charged my phone and kept the light going just the other week because we had a power outage, really bad storm here in Vermont. The only other item I would suggest, again in case of power outages, and they have them in kits, you can get tons of them, is little solar paneled light bulbs. I've already tested them, and frankly they just run and run and run. I have yet to see one of them run out. I always have to shut it off before I go to sleep. Now again, moving on past the basic staples, I like to have coffee. So I have pounds and pounds and pounds of creamer. And over here, an entire case of instant coffee, another case of creamer on top of that. Thinking about spicing up your food, I have a gallon of black pepper, all kinds of different seasonings stacked back behind there. And underneath all that is a case of salt as well. I even tucked away little items for kids that in a food shortage are going to seem like gold. Anything that can help you maintain a sense of normalcy, especially when helping deal with kids, is a big bonus. It's another shelf. Oatmeals all the way back. Flavored oatmeals all the way back. Sweet cereals for the kids. Just rice checks for me. Box milk. To get at those at dollar store, they keep forever. Granted, once you use it, you have to use it up within the day, or else it will spoil, or else you have to refrigerate it. But they come in small portions, so if you have 2, 3 kids, or you just want to eat a few bowls of cereal amongst adults, you're good. Any number 10 cans you can get of anything, and the row goes all the way behind all these, is a plus. And usually it's just random items you might find even at your local food pantry. 3 items that are also essential, especially during power outage. It's the 3-top flat top grill with propane on the porch, emergency radio, and of course a lantern, backup oil for that as well. So I just wanted to add one more thing. I do have a indoor 3-chamber grow station, which requires net pots and rock wool, and I have an entire hydroponic system going inside a 4-foot chamber there. And of course I have all the nutrients and fertilizer I need for it, as well as rooting hormone, so I make my own clones of anything. Now again, I hate to mention Amazon, but I got these 6 basically fabric pots, but they're waterproof, and I'm growing cucumbers, carrots, romaine, potatoes, scallion, and beans. Of course, the beans popped up first. But they have these neat little flaps on the side that you can literally open up and reach in and grab what you want. And I just thought that was kind of neat, because I lost track of how many times I've pulled a stalk of carrots out, and only one carrot was fully developed. The rest were like baby carrots. So with this method, I can reach right in there and pull out a fully grown carrot and leave the rest alone and not disturb the surface or the canopy above. And again, I have an entire package of mixed seeds, which is just everybody should have, because it's going to come to the point where, and hopefully everybody does actually get back to the way things were, where everybody grew their own food, and it wasn't just us hillbillies living in the mountains with our little gardens. And of course, if you want to grow some seasonings like rosemary and Italian parsley or whatever that you prefer, that helps as well. Of course, have a compost pile because of all the fertilizer shortage, and mind you, just the 2 bags of Miracle-Gro I used to fill those bags, just a year ago would have been like $8 at Walmart. Now they're $20 a piece. So it cost me over $40 just to fill those bags. So I would suggest getting soil or your composting going right away. I hope this helps, and I hope everybody just stays calm. We don't want to conflate fear with vigilance, or hopium with vigilance. So just keep a clear head and pay attention to what's going on, and stop watching mainstream media.